So what was one of your biggest excuses for not creating a book before?
Okay, so
it was that you couldn't draw, right?
I definitely always, I knew my first book was going to be a children's book. Mm-hmm. I knew that. I wanted, and it's been like that for forever. I wanted to do more of like a novel, but because now I have a niece, I wanted to write it for her so she could read it. And it'd be challenging and for her to enjoy it and actually see, you know, someone that looks like her on the front cover. I wanted her to feel like she was coming to life in a book. And I wanted her to, it focuses on her new atmosphere and accepting of, you know, others and that don't look like her, like, I don't know how to describe it. I feel like it's my book, but it's like,
that don't come from your circle.
Yeah, accepting of other people and inviting them to eat at your table. So what was the question? I got like so sidetracked.
What was your number one reason why in your head why you couldn't do this? So
number one, typically in the past, when you wrote a book, you have to find a publisher. That publisher would have to love your writing. At least from movies, and could be something totally different and may not be the process, like they tear it up, they tear your manuscript up, they want to change everything that you've written because their name is on it too, because they're the publisher. So in my mind, like I did not want to go through that rejection. I didn't want someone to tear the work that I made and I envisioned. I didn't want them to tear it up. Mm-hmm. So that scared me. Second of all, if I take the publisher out of it, I didn't know the programs on how to make the book. I didn't know how to, this was a lot of work. Like I had to learn, InDesign.
So what were your assumptions of publishing on Amazon that you
I did publish on Amazon, yes.
That you found out were not true?
What do you mean?
So Meredith and I both thought that when you sent away for art, it would just come back and you could just upload the art onto Amazon, mm-hmm. and it would just
would just do it.
It would just do it.
No.
But that's not how it works.
No. Okay, so I had to take the beautiful images my artist provided me, reformat it. It wasn't formatted correctly, which is fine, but I had to learn that. I had to learn as the author, I'm responsible for that. Like I had to learn how to reformat the pictures. I had to add the words to the pictures. And then I had to get it in the exact form that Amazon wanted it to be in before they would even accept it. So that took like 3 whole days or 4 whole days. I'm talking 12-hour days to get Amazon to even acknowledge the format.
To learn the program.
Oh, to learn it, yeah.
Because we didn't even know how to use InDesign.
No. Okay, and scratch that. I went to school and I had to learn InDesign, but that was 10 years. I mean, is that 10 years ago? That's 10 years ago. Like, I don't remember that. And I didn't have to take an image and reformat it into InDesign. Like, I was just creating in InDesign when I was in college. And college is, like, the programs have changed so much within 10 years that it can do so much more now that I had no idea it could even do. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Which is wild. So, yeah, and then learning, like, we tried to learn, there was, like, 3 different programs. Like, I was crying, I was frustrated, I was upset, I was taking my anger out on Nate because I was so frustrated with myself for not understanding it. And then when you watch YouTube videos, they'll skip steps and then like, sign up for my program and I'll teach you how to do it. No, I'm not signing up for your program because I know that I could figure this out. So it was like piecing multiple videos together
to come up with
the steps on how to do it. Mm-hmm. they say it's easy, and it is easy once you get it, but they don't want to make it easy for you. Like, you have to, like, reach out, and you have to research and plug things together in your mind to make it happen.
So what's the biggest problem with when you go and try to learn something online?
That everybody thinks they're an expert.
They make it look so easy.
No, it is not easy at all.
But when you learn something for the first time, that's not an easy thing.
No,
right?
It's not.
And it takes a strong will and a strong mindset. And
you have to be like comfortable with yourself too.
It takes a strong will and a strong mindset to overcome your inadequacies as a person to finish the task that you are trying to do. Because everything is not going to come to you easy. Anything worth doing in life is not easy.
And you were so patient with me too.
Yeah.
I felt so bad afterwards because he was just so encouraging, and I was just not in the mood. And we were sick at the same time. Like, I'm pretty sure when I was learning the programs, we were just beginning to get corona. Mm-hmm. Like, we didn't know it. And like, I was already cranky. I was already tired. We already had like a cough. Like,
well, you had the headache.
I had a headache. So I was blaming like learning. I was like, learning is giving me a headache. This is so hard. And I was like, and then 2 days later, I'm like, okay, this was not me trying to learn. Learning was not giving me a headache. It was corona. But anyways, what else were we talking about? The programs, learning the programs. And then once I learned the programs, formatted it went through the Amazon process to get it onto the screen, but then they would kick it back. So they denied it like 5 times before I even could get it to where I could edit it right. Mm-hmm. So that was already the first problems that I was having, and having to learn these new programs I never had to learn before. And then every time they'd kick it back, they wouldn't tell you why. Like, they wouldn't tell you why you needed to fix something. It was just like, fix page 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15. I'm like, they're all the same page. Like, I formatted everything the exact same way, so I don't understand how page 1 doesn't match with page 7, because they're all the same format.
Right.
It was wild. The day they accepted it, I literally like was so happy. I was so relieved, in tears.